you've successfully created your first lead campaign in Meta Ads and the leads have started rolling in. But for some reason, you manually need to go and check every now and then if there are any new leads that have submitted their info. Having managed hundreds of ad accounts in the past 10 years, I've found a way to automatically get notified every time someone submits one of your lead forms in Meta Ads. And I'm going to share it with you in this video. So as you might already know, Meta Ads has a lead center where you can go and see all the leads that have submitted their info so that you can call them or text them or send them an email or whatever your objective really is with your lead campaign. But for some reason, you don't get notified when someone signs up, which is really strange, thinking of Meta as being one of the biggest ad platforms in the world. But you can't get automatically notified through Meta, so you need to work around. I'll show you in this video. The problem is there is no out-of-the-box solution to get notified when someone submits one of your lead forms in Meta Ads. But don't worry, I got you covered in this video. And the cool thing about this method I'm going to show you to get notified when someone submits one of your lead forms in Meta Ads is that you can choose exactly what platform you want to get notified on, being Gmail, WhatsApp, Messenger, or whichever platform you want. So after watching this video, you're going to be able to trigger automations based on new signups to lead forms in Meta Ads. And this is going to make your life much easier. So just before jumping into it, I will be using this tool called Zapier, and I am not affiliated with Zapier at all. I do not even receive any compensation. This is genuinely a tool that I use not only for Meta lead ads, but also for automations in general, make things run more efficiently in my business. I run a marketing agency which helps service businesses and lead-based businesses get more leads and build landing pages, stuff like that. This is the tool we're going to use, and I'm going to show you how to set it up correctly. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to sign up for Zapier, which we can do at zapier.com. And it's gonna ask all these questions, which you can just answer as well as you can. And then when it asks what apps we're gonna use, then depending on what you wanna do, if you wanna receive a Gmail whenever someone becomes a lead, then you can choose Gmail and Facebook lead ads. And if you want to receive them in a Google Sheets document, or you want them in your HubSpot, on Slack, stuff like that, you can just choose whichever works best for you. But we'll just choose these two, and we can choose multiple also if we want to. And we're gonna click continue. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna trigger an event based on this. And this is the new lead trigger. And then we have to connect it to our Facebook lead ads, which we can do by clicking here. And if you're not already logged into Facebook, it's gonna ask you to do that. So once we have connected Zapier with our Facebook account, we can continue to the next step where we can choose which of the pages we want to connect it to. Now I have many pages that I'm connected to since I run an agency, but essentially you'll choose the one that you want to connect, and then you choose which forms you want it to connect to. So in some cases you might have more forms. That's totally fine. You can just set up multiple forms. You just need to be aware of this if you for some reason create new forms in the future, that they might not be connected in this way, so that you ensure that you get notified whenever a new lead submits one of your instant forms. So I'm going to choose this form, and then I'm going to click continue, and I can test my trigger. And from here you can just continue with the selected record. So now you want to choose where you want to get notified when you receive a new lead, and you can choose Gmail, HubSpot, Slack, any of these other places. And what I'm going to choose here is Gmail, which is probably the number one choice. So the action event you probably want to choose is send email. So what happens here is it creates and sends a new email message, and then you have to connect to your Gmail. So as you can see now, it's connected to my Gmail, and I'll click continue. And here you want to choose to whom the email should be sent. And in this case, you can just choose yourself or some other email that you use only to receive lead messages on. So yeah, it can also be the same email if you want that. And you can also enter multiple email addresses if you want to send multiple emails to different recipients. Also, you can set someone CC if you want, or BCC. I'm not gonna do that. And the from, we're just gonna choose our own email. From name, you can enter your company name, or you can choose, let's say, the name of the lead from the form. You have all these values that are put into the form. We'll just choose full name of the lead. And in reply to, in case you want to reply the email and then in that way reply to the lead, you can do that by entering their email. If not, then you can just enter your own email here. It depends on what you want to do. And in the subject, we can just put new meta lead. And in the body, this is the important part, we want to input all the relevant fields. So it could be, let's say, lead information, and then we have email, and we're gonna put email here. And we can put campaign name also if we want the name of the campaign. If we have some setup in Meta Ads where we want to distinguish between who has signed up for what, we can do that. We can do phone number, which is also very important, so we can call them. And we can do lead name, full name, and we can do ad name. I also like to use because in many cases maybe we are running lots of ads and they have different messages, so in this way I can easily distinguish which ad they reacted to, so that when I call them I know where they kind of left from, so that the messaging is related to the ad, which probably is going to increase conversion rate. So you can also put more info like when it was created and stuff like that. Lead ID if you want to troubleshoot in the future. But yeah, you can play around with this, and also you can add them later if you want that. Then we're gonna click continue, and we can test it out to see if it works. I've received an email, so it seems to work. And that's actually everything you need to do. So once you've done this and tested it, you just click publish. You've successfully automated lead delivery. If this video helped you out, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any recommendations or other methods, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys.